A stuffed kind of juicy loosey burger, slider style burgers.
That's so good.
Yeah. Whenever you're doing your buns and you're grilling them, if you put the cheese on, by the time the cheese is melted, the bun is perfectly toasted. Because we possibly don't have enough cheese in these burgers for this family.
I have not had a burger this good in 11 years.
Hi, we're Whisky And BBQ. That's Evan, I'm Ryan, and it's been a day. So,
There's like kids everywhere, by
kids
the way.
everywhere. So speaking of a day, this is, ironic enough, this is a cook that if your hamburger meat is thawed in the fridge,
I put it in 2 days ago. 2 days ago.
if your hamburger meat's thawed, you can do really quick hamburgers. We're gonna do a stuffed, kind of juicy loosey burger. It's gonna be stuffed with a sharp cheddar. A friend of mine, Machen McCard, this is for her in-laws, her wife's parents.
Okay. Is she the sciencey and you're the artsy, or is that
No.
Michaela?
No.
If we ever get Michaela on here to make salsa, that's something that you don't want to miss. Can I just say that?
Yeah, that's definitely something you don't want to
Okay.
miss.
Yes.
So this is for Machen McCard and her wife's parents, Mary and Gary Haley.
Are you sure you're getting that right?
Mary and Gary Haley.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Good job.
It's been a day. Sorry, Mac. It's been a day. Okay, so
Let's put this out there too. It's not like we're professionals. We're two dudes in a backyard with families,
food.
and stuff can go wrong.
Food.
Like toddlers.
Food. All right, first for the rub. We're
Okay.
gonna form our patties, putting our seasoning together. We
Pepper,
have 1 part pepper,
salt.
one part kosher salt this time for texture, and then a half a part garlic.
Pretty standard stuff. Use it on just about everything. And I'm no professional, like I've said, but this tends to pull out the flavor in whatever you put it on.
Yes.
We did shrimp last night, which was a complete cluster, and we actually didn't even finish the film. We're gonna have to do it another time. We did this on the shrimp, and it was amazing, actually. The cook was great. The amount of people that were here,
Well, it was raining.
a little bit too much,
right.
so the audio would have been catastrophic.
So, hold that. So whenever you're doing burgers, you can do a. Oh, these are big burgers on little buns. This will be fun. Okay.
You can make them smaller. You don't have to fill that thing. This will just smash it down flat.
Okay.
That's what it does.
So
Parchment paper, 2 bowls that stack inside each other like that.
that's gonna be loud. And you're gonna get annoyed.
Put the parchment paper in. Then you'll put your burger in and smash it down accordingly.
Okay. So what we have here.
Thank you, too.
Thank
We're
you,
having
Evie.
tomatoes tonight.
Wait, okay. So. We are literally 2 dads with kids everywhere. One wife is inside, one wife is on the way home from work. So what we're gonna do is we're doing slider style burgers. This was 1 pound of meat. Hi. This was 1 pound of meat. Break it into quarters. It's gonna give you about 8 ounces per. 4 ounces per. Math is hard right now, too. All right, so with the Juicy Lucy, you're gonna split your hamburger in half. Oh look, there's a little bit of frozen in there.
Imagine that.
Shocking.
I got more frozen if you want it.
I want little lip. I want lips on lip. Okay.
Okay,
Ta-da. Okay.
there you go. And the reason why you have the parchment in there is so that you can just lift it out
Yeah.
and put it down nice and easy.
We have some sharp cheddar cheese. Whenever you're doing this, here's a little trick. If you want cheese that you're planning on melting,
right back. Got a shirt to take off. Apparently.
nice. If you want cheese that you want to melt nice and evenly, becomes really, really gooey, get block cheese and then shred it. Because regular cheese that's pre-shredded has a potato starch on the outside of it to keep it from clumping. So while in theory that's great, if you want it to melt for like macaroni and cheese or lasagna or things like that, get you some pre-shredded or get you some block cheese and shred it yourself. Now with this, you're just gonna press everything together and it's gonna be really super, super messy.
I see why you were correcting me and you wanted the lip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So,
Maybe next time we'll press it down and then we'll just hollow it out with this.
yeah, shocking how that could work.
That.
What do you, stop! Stop. Have you not done enough today?
All right, so I'm gonna take the butter while he's packing those. I'm gonna put it in this pan.
Packing the meat, packing the meat, packing the meat.
This butter is going to be used for the buns.
Yes. So what's cool about doing butter this way, you can do it this way, and you'll see it later when you dip the buns into it. You can do it with French bread, you can do it with baguettes, you can do it with lots of different things to get butter, get some good amount of butter on something. It soaks up a little bit.
We're gonna pretend this is a tablespoon. Is that fair?
Pretty close. You want to do 2 tablespoons per stick of butter.
If you like garlic, you might make 2 tablespoons-ish.
Yes.
We're
Garlic-
big on ish.
Garlic is a food group here too.
Ryan and I have a time code whereby if we send an ish, that means show up early for beer. All right, there we are. Butter, garlic. I'm just gonna slide this in. Looks like our grill's running pretty darn warm, so I'm gonna back off. All right, that should be boiling in like 10 seconds.
Probably.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, they should stick together.
Okay. Yes. Now, I'm curious. I don't know the answer to this. We still have seasoning right here. We haven't put on the
Yes.
meat yet.
So with this, with hamburgers, there's 2 ways to season. Way 1 is you put salt and pepper inside the hamburger, preform the patties, put the salt and pepper inside of them about a day in advance. You want it to really have a chance to dissolve and get into the meat. If you can't get it like a day in advance, or at least a couple hours in advance, don't put it on ahead of time. Just go ahead and do it right before you put it on, or don't put it inside ahead of time. Do it right before you put it on, because what's gonna happen is you want your burgers to cook nice and evenly and relatively slowly on the inside. And if you put seasoning on the inside of the burgers, then it's not actually gonna break down by the time the burgers are done cooking. And it's not gonna be a good thing.
Open this up and let some heat out,
Okay,
so we're not running at like 500 degrees.
we're doing burgers, it'll be fine. Alright. I'd rather not like burn the butter. If I can make a brown butter sauce,
Butter's fine.
be fine.
Butter's good. I turned the burner off on the outsides. So
Okay.
we got 4 down the middle.
Oh, so you had all 6 burners on. The natural gas Summit 670 that's got like 20,000 BTU burners.
And I got to empty the grease trap.
Because
The last time it caught fire and I almost broke my thermometer.
good thing we're not doing something that's really greasy.
Yeah, isn't that nice?
Yep.
Imagine if we had like cheese stuffed inside of meat where it could just drip down.
That's 80-20. Is it 80-20?
Of course it's 80-20.
80-20 ground chuck.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
And burgers are gonna go about 4 to 5 minutes per side. All right, I'm gonna close that up, let them go. Seal back at about 4 minutes. So, with burgers, you know it's time to flip them whenever you start seeing meat juices, whatever you want to call them, forming up on the top of the patties. That means that the meat on the bottom has started to cook through and it's pushing some of those juices up. That's fun. Looks really good. Okay, now, for the buns. Once you have everything melted down, just get a little bit of the butter. And if you want to be like prim and proper, you can just kind of get some and smear it on. Or, if you want to be lazy like me,
Just dunk them.
just dip them. Dip them and go to town.
Because really, how much garlic is enough?
A little bit more. Now we're gonna put the buns on the toast. We're gonna leave everything open right now. because flame is fun, and because we possibly don't have enough cheese in these burgers for this family. If you're using a lot of cheese when you're cooking, make sure to do it on somebody else's grill.
Thanks.
No problem. I'm here for you. Close it. All right, so a little trick, and I told Chaos this one time, he didn't believe me until I proved it and he loved it. Whenever you're doing your buns and you're grilling them, if you put the cheese on, by the time the cheese is melted, the bun is perfectly toasted. It will happen every time. I don't know why. It's not even science, it's just a thing. So, cheese, nice and ooey gooey melted. Buns, what do you think? Buns down. Secret to burgers is whenever you're doing burgers, have your tomatoes and your lettuce and your onions and your sauce and everything ready to go whenever you're ready to build the burgers, because you want it really hot. With as much cheese as on these, if you start to try to pull things apart, it's not going to work very well. I didn't do that, so here we go. We'll let this cool down. We're going to get some whiskey. Whenever we come back, we're going to drink, we're going to eat, we're going to have a good time. See you in a little bit. This is blackened. This is George Dickel, God rest his soul. He was a blender for this, and it's a rye bourbon. It's very rye forward. It has a kind of a green flavor.
Yeah, I am not a rye person, if you will. I would lean more towards the Irishes, Japanese, and Scotch. But if you have anything with smoke, this actually goes really well with it.
Oh, fun fact. I forget the guy's name, the distiller's name, but the guy that was the distiller for Stranahan's, we've had Stranahan's before, he has left Stranahan's and is now doing blackened.
Oh, how about that?
Right?
That's
Get into
pretty
it.
good.
Get into it.
All right, am I cutting this with the grain? So much juice in here. And that is a lot of the time where I will gauge a burger from anywhere, is can I get that juice in my mouth? And if I can't keep it all in, I'm a happy camper. Stop it.
I didn't say a word.
Oh my, Oh, that's so good.
Yep. Yep.
I have not had a burger this good in 11 years.
Yeah.
No, I will drink to that. If you would like to learn more about the whiskey, we've got a full thing up at whiskyandbbq.com. Just search Blackened.
Well, until next time.
Wow. I'm just going to keep doing this.
Whenever you're cooking, always remember burn and learn. We'll see y'all next time.
Share with friends.
Cheers.
Delicious. Can I point something out right quick? We just did this whole cook. There's no condiment on here.
No.
There's no ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise, pickled lettuce, tomato, onion. Straight burger.
Yep. Who's your daddy?